Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from TheRightTrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. Today we can see that the market is falling much lower. Bitcoin just dropped below major support level, and that is something that I have been predicting over the past few days, right? And losing that uptrend was exactly what we didn't want to see happen. As I've been saying, it is pretty much our last major resistance level before our next stop is now going to be heading all the way down to $5,000. And you have to think, if we go down to $5,000, it becomes pretty likely that we're going to come all the way down and test this major long-term uptrend line over here, which is closer to $4,000. I can go ahead and zoom out a little bit more so you can see our blue uptrend line over here and our $5,000 support level. Those should be the next two stops at this point. We will have some support as well near $6,000, but I think that we're in for a pretty big flush here. That is really going to clear out a lot of this lingering weakness. Definitely a clean break below the uptrend line. I'm going to get back to all this in just a second. Across the general market, a lot of cryptocurrencies falling lower. And what this really comes down to is that if Bitcoin is falling, the rest of the market normally follows that pattern, right? And that's what we're seeing. Ethereum below $400 now, massive drop just across the board really, and I don't expect this to stop until Bitcoin finds support and starts to recover a bit, because for now we're going to be in for some downside even more, I think. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. Link to that in the description of this video, and make sure to check out my premium content as well for monthly cryptocurrency buying opportunities. Let's get back to the Bitcoin technical analysis. As I said, we got the break that we're waiting for as far as telling us where we're going to be moving next, and it's towards the downside based on this signal. Indicators now starting to fall lower. I think this is just the beginning. Let me know where you think Bitcoin will find support and where you think other cryptocurrencies are going to start bouncing. Do you also feel like there's going to be more downside? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. But we're now going to go over to Ethereum next and see what's going on. So Ethereum just dropped below $400. And it now lost any type of support it had back here where we put in a little bit of base. We're moving lower from there. So if we take a look at the indicators, they're looking really bad, right? RSI plunging below that 20 line, which is actually pretty rare. And I think that this is going to be a pretty significant drop, right? I think at least down to that $280 mark, or even lower, closer to $200. Could even start moving into that $100 range again. And we're just going to have to see where it starts to gain some support, where it starts to put in a base. Could put in a base, like I said, where it did last time, around $300. But it's going to be early to tell, and what we know for now is that we're probably just beginning this new drop here. Let's take a look at Litecoin next and see what's going on. So Litecoin is also looking pretty bad here. It's been now 3 days that it's been moving pretty significantly towards the downside after breaking below its symmetrical triangle formation, and you can truly see the strength in this pattern and how accurate it is. Of course, you can't fully rely on technical analysis, but it does go to give guidelines for things. And we are coming up on some support here. So that is something interesting. Litecoin seems to be moving a little bit ahead of the game in the sense that it's kind of leading what the market is doing. So it's coming up on its support at $100. That's its horizontal support level, of course, major support. But we're not that far off from our blue long-term major uptrend line support, which is at around $85. So I think we could definitely get a test of that as well. And at that point, we really have to hope that we get a bounce there, because otherwise we're going to be moving back towards, $50 basically. So that $100 mark is going to be very key. Once we start reaching the support area, we're going to want to see a bounce there for sure. As for the indicators, definitely looking bearish here, like the price. No sign of stopping just yet. We're now going to hop over to Nano. Nano just dropped below its 80,000 Satoshi support level, and that's exactly what I predicted in my previous daily crypto update. I think that now we're going to go down to 60,000 Satoshis. I do believe we have some support at around that area based on some previous candlesticks, but to be honest, I feel like next stop is probably going to be at around 50,000 Satoshis. Right now we're in full free fall mode, and like I said, that should continue until at least 50,000 Satoshis and other cryptocurrencies start to stabilize. I think Nano is going to get hit pretty hard here. Let's take a look at Ripple next, see what's going on. So going to go over to Ripple now, and need to go on Bittrex. Sorry about that. Ripple is going very quickly towards that 50-cent support level. We'll see if we're able to get some kind of bounce there, maybe stabilize a bit, but seeing how a lot of these cryptocurrencies are just beginning the drop, I think we're going to go below 50 cents and maybe start moving towards 30 cents next. I feel like 30 cents we're definitely going to find some support there, and to be quite honest, I feel like it's pretty likely at this point that we're going to test that level, which is pretty crazy to think about. Basically means that we will have removed any gains that we had made over the past few months. Let's take a look at NEO next and see what's going on. So we're going to go over to the Bittrex chart here. And NEO has been trading along its downtrend line, moving lower here over the past few days. That's looking like it's going to continue. Could the drop become more severe, more harsh? Definitely. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see it very quickly go down to $43, possibly even break below that and start heading towards $20 next. I think that may really be what needs to happen here for NEO, because this $43 support level is very close to where we are now, and like I said, a lot of cryptocurrencies are just beginning the drop. So the crypto markets are interconnected. If cryptocurrencies are falling in general, it's going to be hard to escape that pattern for any crypto out there. And as you can see, I think that we're going to be heading into this previous consolidation that we were in between $20 and $40. So definitely could be heading towards $30 here. Let's take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Stellar Lumens, and let's see what's going on with Stellar. So Stellar has been in an interesting situation. It's not been acting like most cryptocurrencies out there. Now, if we take a look, it experienced a massive drop here, all the way down to basically 2,000 Satoshis. I'm not too sure what happened. That's actually kind of unusual that it managed to climb back up, so I'm not sure if there was any bullish news for Stellar or something like that. But whatever the case might be, for now we're still trading between 2,500, 3,000 Satoshis. I think that could remain a little bit longer, but I feel like we're going to be heading back towards 2,000 Satoshis at this point with how the market is acting. Let's go over Vertcoin next, and I feel like Vertcoin is going to be struggling a lot here. So Vertcoin is definitely taking a hit. It's going right back towards that $1.54 support level. I am not expecting it to hold that support level based on what the market is doing and how Vertcoin even managed to avoid a little bit of the drop up until now. I think that we're heading back to under $1, maybe a little bit below that, towards 80 cents. Probably some consolidation between 80 cents and $1 up next. So let's go ahead and take a look at Lisk and see if it's crumbling below its support level as well here. So looks like it did take a massive hit. We're now going right back to $8. That's exactly what I've been saying in my past daily crypto updates. All the indicators just turned bearish. We got bearish crossovers on all three of them. And I think that we're going to go down to all the way to $6.24. Could get a bounce there. Hopefully we do. That would mean that we could put in some consolidation between $6.24 and $10. Probably going to trade around $8, to be honest. But if we see that we're acting weak near $6.24, then we could even start moving lower than that. For now, though, $6.24 would be the next support level. Let's go over to Cardano next and see what's going on. So Cardano is currently trading right at that 2,000 Satoshi support level, looking stronger than other cryptocurrencies out there. Indicators holding up very well also, but you really have to think how well can it sustain itself in this area. Now, to be fair, Cardano has been one that's experienced a very big flush over the past few weeks, and it's had its fair share of dropping, but that's not the end, right? I think it could definitely move back towards 1,254 Satoshis at least. So I feel like if we start to see some weakness, that's where we're going to be heading next. Wouldn't be surprising with how the market is acting. Let's take a look at IOTA now for the last cryptocurrency of the daily crypto update. And IOTA is just now peaking, dipping below $1.13. And that is significant for the fact that that was a pretty major support level over the past couple trading sessions. I think that at this point, we're going to be heading towards $1, probably going to break below that. And moving back into that cent range. The next big support level is all the way down to 33 cents based on previous candlesticks on the IOTA chart. So I feel like it is going to take a little bit of time to get there. We're probably going to get some support about midway through that. So somewhere between 50 and 60 cents, but definitely could be heading down to 33 cents next. With that being said, this is the end of the daily crypto update. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.